Okay guys, we've got another great shipping video planned for you again this week, and some really beautiful guitars that we have on the rack. This really nice teal green to start off with. One of our wonderful American flags. We haven't had one of those coming through for a while. Really cool Kestrel arch top, beautiful ballard bass, and my favorite this week I think is going to be Tony's in Kentucky. Just a beautiful X30 with some really nice detail on it. So anyway, if you don't know what the shipping video is, it's just a time every week where we have a look at the guitars that we've built the previous weeks and talk about the specs, talk about where they're going to, and it's just a nice way to kind of see the variety of the guitars that you guys are designing and choosing. So what I should say is all these guitars have been designed through our 3D builder portal. These are custom orders that have been designed and dreamed up by you guys, and then we get to build them. So that's how this all kind of comes together. I'm also going to have a look at some of our X30 guitars that we currently have in stock at the end of the video today, and we'll also, as always, be looking on the screen at the guitars that have already shipped out from our stock section. So we'll jump in and have a look. So the first guitar is going out to Matt in Minnesota. So this is a color, it's like a teal green blue color, and it's something we've been doing, but we haven't actually got it listed on the website. It might be something that we'll add as a regular color sometime down the line, but people in the know sometimes know that they can ask us for some of these colors, and it's just such a beautiful color over the vibrant weave carbon. And with the combination of the gold hardware here, really looks nice. Inlay on here is the white vines with leaves, and the pickup system on the side is the high vibe. So that's a really beautiful X7, really stands out, and a really nice burst on there. So the next one we've got going out is going to Michael in Kansas, and Michael's got an X10, X10 Ziricote. And so this is the full body X10, so I'll remind people we've got the full size X10 and then we've got the slim body X10, which we're going to look at next. So this is the full size one with a Ziricote veneer, beautiful pattern on this veneer. I love this little light patch here in the center. The pickup system in this is a combination between the Graphtec bridge and the Crevo humbucker. It's controlled with two little discrete volume controls here. Allows you to very nicely blend between the two, so independent volume for both, and then you've got a stereo or mono jack output. So yeah, so it's really nice. One of the great things actually about our sound hole placement is it makes it very easy to discreetly put the volume controls in here, and you still have very easy access. You know, sometimes if you use center sound hole with thumb controls, it's a little bit hard to get down in there, but definitely a benefit of an offset sound hole. And back and sides on this is amber, Cosmo black hardware, and the white dots on the fretboard. So also what I should say at this point as well is you might notice I'm wearing a nice new hoodie. So keep an eye out for some Emerald merchandise that's coming soon. We've been designing some new designs. We've got hoodies, we've got some t-shirts and various other bits and pieces that we're working on. So let me know what you think of this. Okay, so this one's going out to Jeff in California. And so this is the X10 Slimline. So it's the same outline basically as the other X10, but it's about half the thickness. So if you're looking for a slimmer guitar, more stage ready guitar, then this is a really good option. This one has basically the same pickup system as this one has in it, but it's just got the controls on the top rather than in the sound hole. And so if you're looking for just that, you know, quick access right on the top, that's the way to go. So yeah, it's got the Graphtec piezos here, Crevo humbucker. The veneer on this is Pommel Boss. It's really cool veneer. It's got that beautiful, almost like quilted maple kind of design, but very interesting. Love the burst on here. Got that amber burst, vibrant amber back and sides. It's got the Cosmo black tuners, and inlays are the Celtic knots in silver. That's a really attractive instrument. So then we've got Joel in Minnesota, and Joel has gone for Satin walnut on an X20. So beautiful X20 guitar, and the Satin walnut has some really interesting patterns on it. We've got quite a lot of this in stock that we got recently, and it's just got these such interesting colors and patterns right across it. Reminds me a little bit of the spalted chen that we have in some ways, but just different color variations. The back and sides is black carbon, always a nice classic look with the black carbon, and it's got the LR Bags element pickup system in here. Next one up is Michael in Georgia, another X20. Back and sides is also black carbon with the gold hardware, but the top on this one is Pau ferrule. I'm pretty sure this is Pau ferrule, so I just guessed these. I don't actually look up the specs, so I think I'm pretty much 99% right, but sometimes I get a veneer wrong. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Pau ferrule, and really nice example of it actually. Nice coloration between the light woods. You've got some of this area here is almost black in the and some of the detail in it. Love the nice knots on here. Just a lot of nice marks and configurations on there. The pickup system on here is got the graph takes, and this one is mixed with K&K Pure Minis inside. So it's similar controls to what we have on here, but this one is with the Crevo. This one is with the K&K Pure Minis. Main difference with that is the K&K Pure Mini is a internal contact microphone pickup, so it picks up all the body of the instrument. So if you tap on it, you'll really hear that rhythmic sound, or just string sound or something. So it just adds a little bit more presence and dynamic sound to the mix whenever you blend between the two. The inlays on the fretboard is the Celtic knots in gold, and I think that looks beautiful with the gold hardware and the gold colors of that top, and then contrasting with the black. So it's sometimes nice to have that contrast, the black just contrasting well with that top. Now, this is a really cool one. So this is going out to Perry in Alaska. So if you've not been following our work before, this might be the first time you've seen one of our American flag guitars. And this was something that we first did for an Irish musician, American musician, Robert Mazzell, back, I'm guessing now it must be 4 or 5 years ago. And we commissioned Phil Atkinson to paint the first one, and it was so popular, we've had a lot of people have asked us to do replicas since. Now, when I say replica, it's every one is different. So Phil will spray these, and he does it. It's all airbrush art. So he uses a fine airbrush and sprays these all individually by hand, and no two have been the same. So you can see Phil's name in here, and yeah, they're really something quite unique. So it's always been fun doing these. Again, something that's not listed on the website, but something we are willing to do, and we always collaborate with Phil on these. Chrome hardware, I think, is a nice choice along with that, and we've got the high vibe pickup system on here. So I think we have another one that we've just completed along with that. Actually, it's going to be for stock. I don't know if it's actually available on our website yet, but I know there is another X30 American flag that we actually produced along with that. So that's going to be available. So if that catches your eye, if you're interested in an X30 one, there's going to be one listed on the website very soon. Next up, we have Kurt in Maine, and check this out. This is Redwood burl, and Redwood burl has just all these really intense patterns. It's like a big swirl pattern on this. Really interesting. Very tight knots, really tight burls, and yeah, beautiful colorations between the light and the darker woods on here. That's been added with the amber back and sides over the dark carbon, the black carbon, giving it a slotted headstock. So the slotted headstock's a really nice addition. If you want to just make your guitar that little bit extra unique, adding the slotted headstock is a really good dynamic. These are carved out of a solid billet of carbon, and really are a very nice addition to any guitar. The tuners on here are Shirtler tuners, made in Switzerland, very high quality, and we've got the gold vines running down the fretboard here. Now here's a beautiful guitar. This is going out to Drew in California, and this is an X20 nylon, beautiful piece of koa, and it's a wonderful coloration on the koa, the darker running to the lighter towards the edges, beautiful flame pattern running in it, and this is an X20 nylon. So again with that slotted headstock, so most of the slotted headstocks we do are on nylon guitars, but as you've seen on the first one, we can do that also in steel string, and a beautiful vibrant amber back and sides. So that's going out to California. Now, Tony in Kentucky. So I'm always careful to say anything's my favorite, but there is just some guitars that just kind of pop for me on the rack, and I saw this morning and I just really like it. The top is flame maple, so it's got that beautiful flame maple pattern on it. It's got a amber burst, and I think we've given it extra red in the amber burst to match with the vibrant red back and sides. That vibrant red on that big X30 body just looks magnificent. It just catches the light so well. It's got the high vibe pickup system. The fretboard inlay here is the gold vines with the leaves, and I think that just kind of catches the gold element that's running in the top of that top. So yeah, I'll kind of give that pick of the week. So beautiful choices there, Tony, and hopefully you'll love that guitar. Then we've got Don in British Columbia, and how can I actually choose that over this? Because I mean, this is pretty amazing as well. One of the Kestrel arch tops here, and this one's satin walnut. Again, satin walnut similar to the X20 we looked at earlier, and it's got that great patterns. Really cool the way that pattern just frames right up between the tail piece and the bridge and the neck, and just really adds a lot of character to the top of that guitar. Again, it's got our standard headstock, the slotted headstock that comes on a Kestrel as standard, and it's got the amber back and sides. So the pickup system in this one is a combination pickup. It's got 6 Graphtec piezos, so we've got a floating bridge here with 6 little individual pickups discreetly positioned in here, and then a Crevo humbucker here as well, which the two of those blended together give you a really, really nice sound choice. Last one that we've got today is going to Greece, and it's a beautiful guitar to finish. Not dissimilar in some way to Tony's X30, very similar top with flame maple, and got that amber burst, which is really quite beautiful. The back and sides is vibrant weave. Oh, we just need to get the back plate put on here. I'm not sure why that's been taken off, but actually gives you a good opportunity to actually see how the access is inside of this guitar. So we use all the access holes actually, you know, when we're molding the guitar. So every guitar has an access hole or a bigger sound hole. So it lets you see right inside there. So amber back and sides. You can see all the contours on the Ballard base. See how contoured the side is, and just the way the shapes really blend. So that makes a big, big difference whenever you're looking at the ergonomics of this instrument. Beautiful inlays on the fretboard here. It's the little rings done in silver. It's got the black Cosmo Black hardware, and the pickup system in this is also a blend between Graphtec's piezo pickups and the K&K Pure Minis inside. So this has been something that we modified to last year, changing to the adjustable bridges on the Ballard, and it's been really, really successful. I think it looks very good, it functions well, and on an acoustic bass, depending on how you want to play, there can be a really big variation on how you might set up an acoustic bass. If you're playing very light and mostly plugged in, you might want to bring that action right down, so this allows you to do that very quickly. But if you're playing purely acoustically and you want a really big sound, really you've got to put the action up high to get really clean and very loud. So the adjustable bridges on a baller, I think, is a really good idea, and delivers great acoustic tone as well. So that's the custom rack this week, and a beautiful selection that was. Maybe we'll have a look at the screen first, and then we'll come back to these guitars afterwards. So all those guitars that you already saw are guitars that were designed by our customers for custom order, built to order, designed on the 3D builder, but these are guitars that I built to order. So I design all the guitars, I go into 3D builder and design different models that we built for stock. So really these are my custom guitars, and you guys have very kindly bought them, and they're going around the world. So the first one's going out to Robert, Massachusetts, and this is a Virtuo in the vibrant weave and the red, and beautiful Celtic knots running up the neck here. Then we've got Jacob in Texas, another Virtuo, and this one blue carbon, blue quilted maple with the gold, and I love the combination of blue and gold, and really looks nice with the gold vines running up the neck. Then we've got John in England with a Virtuo with amber carbon, and really nice, always in the amber. Then Wen Yi, I hope I've got that right, in Virginia, an X20 with the green vibrant weave and the gold knots running up the fretboard, and the gold hardware. That's a really nice Celtic looking guitar there. Then we've got Andrew in Massachusetts, X10 with the red carbon and the silver rings here. Then we've got Kerry in Ohio with that beautiful Kestrel in the black carbon, and there's just something really nice and sleek about black carbon, isn't it, on a Kestrel. Bill in Florida, check this out, look at this beautiful Royal Ebony with the red. A lot of the Royal Ebony we do just natural, but there's something really special when we put the color over the top of it. That red just really pops. Jay in Minnesota has this X10 with a Harborica with the green, so again similar. We take the natural color, we spray a green transparent over the top, and you just get that beautiful color pop. Paul in New Zealand, X20 Nylon, beautiful piece of black quilted maple on there. Yeah, that's a very standout nylon guitar. Jeremy in Illinois has got an X30, with Redwood burl with some amazing pattern on there and an amber back and sides. David in California, Pau Ferro on a Virtuo and vibrant amber back and sides. Jody in Texas, another green Harborica, this time on a Virtuo. Graham in California, beautiful piece of quilted maple, black quilted maple on a baller, and I know that's not the very first guitar that Graham has bought off us, so nice to have you adding another guitar to your collection, Graham. Paul, New Zealand, has the matching guitar, so matching X20, also in the black quilted maple with a black carbon back and sides. Robin in Arizona has this beautiful X7 and that beautiful blue quilted maple. I think we were talking about that recently. This guitar, I'm pretty sure I had it in my hands and described it as a guitar that looks like it's got the ocean in it. And you can see it there in that picture. Ronald in England has got this X10, another beautiful piece of that Redwood burl with the gold vines running up the fretboard, and that full pickup suite there that's got the piezos, the Crebo humbucker and the MIDI, and 3 volume controls on the side. Then another one going to New Zealand. This one's going to Paul, X2012, black quilted maple, and yeah, just there's something about the black quilted maple, isn't it? I was highlighting it recently in one of my pick of the week choices, and it really is something special. Bruce in Utah, a Harborica. So you saw the green Harborica there, so this is kind of how that stands out, and the light colors they become dark whenever we, become green whenever we put the transparent green over the top. So this is a natural, really, really nice, great variation of tones and colors on there, on that beautiful Virtuo. And that's the last one. So that's it. Oh, actually, we almost forgot. I'm just going to push this out of the way and I'm going to take you back here. So I said I'd tell you about a few of the X30s that I have in stock, and we've been kind of doing, you know, this sort of pick of the week or highlighting different guitars, different weeks. So it's nice to maybe show you some of the guitars that we do have available in stock. And the first one that we have is this beautiful X30 with this quilted maple top. And we've gone for kind of like a very vintage Gibson kind of look on here. So, you know, I do steal ideas from other builders. We all do. We're all influenced by each other and by the tradition of our industry. And yeah, that's got that beautiful kind of vintage look on that top. Just this nice glow of that quilted maple with the black. Just really, really, really works nicely. Amber back and sides, and the black hardware here. So the X30s are a big jumbo guitar. So if you like a big sound, if you really want that big full sound, the X30 is the way to go. It's a bigger body, but very nicely contoured. You can see with the contours on the sides here. It makes it very comfortable to play. Feels probably about dreadnought size, even though it's possibly the biggest jumbo on the market. So another one I pulled out of stock here to highlight is this beautiful Koa, and we don't have. I don't think we have any of this actual design of Koa left. So sometimes every piece is slightly different, but we get them all from consecutive slices out of a tree. And so we had quite a few pieces that had this really nice flame pattern running here. I think this might be the very last of them, but very, very interesting just how it's got this sort of the darker, almost black flame that just runs up here. And this also got the flames up here, you know, actual, like, I'm probably not explaining this well. So this just looks like a flame, whereas this is like the flame pattern or the flame that we get in the Koa and on quilted maple. This has got the gold vines with leaves on the fretboard here, gold hardware, and that vibrant amber, or you could call it gold, back and sides. So that guitar really pops. Some beautiful color combinations there. Then I've got another Koa, and it's a much subtler Koa. You know, so some of the Koa has that big pattern, but this Koa has just a much more subtle detail, but very, very beautiful still. A little bit of flame detail running up here in the top. This beautiful little triangle of light wood right down in the center here. Gold hardware. Just left the fretboard just black. There's something nice about just a straight black fretboard as well. And then the amber back and sides. And the last one that I pulled out to highlight, just for a bit of contrast to that, because you end up seeing me looking at a lot of wood veneer guitars, and we love them, but we also love the beautiful carbon fiber as well. So this one is a straight carbon fiber weave, finished in amber. It's got the Graphtec pickups combined with the K&K Pure Minis inside. It's got that amber back and sides, Cosmo black hardware, straight black unidirectional carbon fretboard, and that's a nice one to finish. So those are guitars that are available currently on our website. So if you go to the stock section of the website, if you only specifically want to find those X30s, then you can actually in the drop down select the model that you want to see, and you'll only see the X30s, and you can find them on there. And there's a bunch more as well, so you might find one that you prefer even more. But always nice to show you a little bit of what's in the background and what's in stock. So that's it for this week. Give me your feedback on my hoodie. We'll give you the full 360. Hope you like it. We've got more designs that are coming through pretty soon. It's not available on the website yet, but it should be there pretty soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for always being part of what we're doing. I'll see you again next week.